So we're here at the Twin Cities Film Festival. We are with Jose, one of our action directors in town. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, I've been in Minnesota for about 5 years, and we've produced a couple of short actions, and we most recently finished one that we're still in final post called Shadow Lords.
Okay.
And it was exciting to see that Opposite Blood was in place because the stunt team that worked in the open air, they've worked with me on several other projects, and I'm excited to watch Spencer Peter and his team do what they do best. So it's exciting to see that the genre is now picking up. So
awesome. Now, how long have you been an action director?
I've been doing action direction for about 10, 15 years. I started out doing theater. And then I worked my way into film, and when I moved to Minnesota is when I started to kind of really focus strictly on film. And we've been kind of banging at the doors either way, so it's kind of interesting to see that there's a thriving movie industry out here and really talented individuals out in Minnesota that are on both on the production end and on the creative side. You know, it's always interesting to see that.
Now you're from the St. Paul area, is that right?
I live in St. Paul, yes. That's where my studio is. I have a Kung Fu school that I teach at. Mind Body Synergy Institute is the school, and the Dark Rain Productions is the film company, and they all both house under the same company. Cool. So it's, you know, you kind of try to make sure that each one supports the other.
Yeah. So you said you've been at it for about 15 or so years.
Yeah. Martial arts, 20 years, action direction, somewhere like 15.
Okay, and what's been some of your favorite projects? I know we're talking about one specifically here tonight, or some of the things you do.
I enjoyed when I met Bill Cooper. I did the action for a film called Lament. And he was just amazing in this because he had to basically beat this guy to a pulp, and he had never thrown a punch before, so it was kind of interesting to start with somebody with no skill that really sold it in the film. And he's just, as an actor, but also as a performer, he was able to kind of really execute something that was not in him, and he was able to express it on camera. And that's sort of what the magic of filmmaking is, to make something, you know, look real that isn't, you know, and that's sort of what was. And then the other project that we had done was a film that we did called Final Weapon with Lou Reed, and we actually flew him in. He actually came in. His music is featured prominently in the film, and it's a martial arts film, this theme, and it's the same. That's what we used open air as a stunt team, and they were just phenomenal in that. So you know, I'm excited to release. That film is getting a lot of attention now. It's getting a lot of buzz, and we're hopefully getting the feature film shown. But it's been given to people like Russell Crowe, Ang Lee, Jet Li, and Darren Aronofsky has a copy of it. And basically, it's people that know my teacher, who has very famous students that are connected to the industry. So we're hoping it brings attention and business here to Minnesota for us.
Very cool. Speaking of Minnesota, what are your thoughts on the Twin Cities Film Fest?
Oh, I'm excited about this. I've been watching the trailers all week, and I was excited for this film, and I'm excited to be here. So thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're so excited that you're here. One last thing maybe to our viewers, some advice we haven't spoken to. We've spoken to directors, writers, composers. Here, an action director, advice to someone that might be interested in the field that you're going into.
Hone your skills, you know, really get the dynamics of body movement. A lot of it is not just physicality, but understanding the technical end. The style that we come from is the Hong Kong style. So Donnie Yen is the person who mentored my teacher. So the choreography that I do is really kind of piggybacking on that same type of style, but it's a different type of choreography that requires a certain athleticism, but it also requires understanding camera work. You know, really being able to move the camera at the right angles to accentuate the action. And that's sort of what an action director does. They direct the action to make sure that it looks powerful. Everything from a little punch to make that look much more exciting. Well, how do you make it dynamic? It's all about the camera movement and how the actors are moving around the camera. And this is that's what I'm hoping to pass on to the next generation, you know.
Very cool. We thank you so much for being here with us. Best of luck to you and your future endeavors.
Great. Thanks so much.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Please.